You know, it's come up a couple of times in different conversations with different people about how interesting Muslims in America are. The American Muslim is almost like its own identity now, especially after Trump's first election and win of the presidential seat. And looking back on it, I feel like that was a very calculated move because it made a lot of people, myself included, put their ethnic identity on the back burner and really advocate for their Muslim identity. It was really, really cool for a number of years to be a friend, an ally to Muslims, especially for politicians. And I'll tell you right now, no less than 12 people have asked me over the course of the last 6 months to run for some sort of political office in this country, and I'm letting you know it feels like a slur at this point. Politicians are nasty. They're nasty people. Let me show you how the politicians who are currently kissing Israel's ass or remaining silent on Israel's genocide against Palestinians in Palestine were acting back in 2018 when it came to making sure they could secure votes and making our community feel like they were supported. By the way, it took me a very long time to learn and unlearn the whole like we fix it from inside of the house thing, so give me a little bit of grace with what I'm about to show you. This is Mickey Sherrill, dropping her Instagram handle just in case you wanted to take a look. If you don't know who Mickey is, she is the congresswoman for New Jersey's 11th congressional district. Mickey claims to care for all of New Jersey's communities, especially the Muslim one, even though she has yet to call for a ceasefire for the family of the Muslim community who is currently being genocided in Palestine by Israel. Let me show you how Mickey was acting in 2018 when she needed the Muslim vote. No one keeps receipts like Palestinians, and that's a hill that I will die on. In 2018, Mickey's posse was reaching out to American Muslim families and asking us to host meet and greets and fundraisers at our homes so that our community knew that Mickey was a friend. We didn't do it, but that's besides the point. I don't think friends let friends' families be genocided and remain silent on it, but maybe that's just me. This clown gives me heart palpitations. This is Cory Booker. If you don't know who Cory Booker is, he's a U.S. Senator from New Jersey. Let me show you how Cory Booker was acting in 2018 when he needed the Muslim vote. This is Cory Booker addressing not just the Muslim community in Paterson, New Jersey at a fundraiser, but a Palestinian Muslim community at a fundraiser hosted by Palestinian Muslims for him in 2018. During this dinner, which I attended, I even took a picture with him that night like an asshole and handed him the printed version of a blog that I used to run with Muslim women. And I hope that you won't judge me too hard for this, but if you do, I understand because growth. He gave some bullshit speech about staying faithful and being a hand to extend liberty and justice for all outside of our borders. Watch.
We stay faithful and not just pledge allegiance to our flag, but with our hand over our heart, but reach that hand out and say, I will be an instrument of liberty and justice for all, through the works that I do and the faith that I have.
He must have lost that hand of liberty. Or maybe it was amputated along with the 12,000 Palestinians who have had limbs amputated in Gaza since October without anesthetic. This is where he's at now, by the way, calling Joe Biden an exceptional human being, regardless of your politics, because apparently he was in Israel during October 7th, and Joe Biden picked up the phone to call him and make sure he was okay. So fuck the genocide that Joe is currently funding. He gave me a call, so he's a cool dude, yeah? Calling out New Jersey politicians specifically because New Jersey is home to one of the most densely populated Palestinian diasporas in the entirety of the United States. And I want them to know that as a Palestinian Muslim, they didn't stab us in the back, but in the face with a dirty, jagged, dull knife every single day since October 7th. Call for a fucking ceasefire.